Hey guys, Vienna here. So back during January, one of you guys asked for a video on how I organize my time, so here it is. So here is my Google Calendar. As you can see, there are lots of different colors, lots of different events on here. And how I made that happen is by having these different calendars on the sidebar. As you can tell, I titled them, I made it really cute and aesthetic. And this is how I'm able to have these different colors that generally aren't offered in Google Calendar. And so if you actually look at all these events that I have, when you click into it and you want to pick a color for the event, you just have these really basic colors that Google gives you. But I didn't like that, so I created more calendars, which lets me have different events. It's also really helpful because I can hide certain events that I categorized into different sections, such as, for example, work over here. I can hide my work meetings. And so, yeah, that's how I organize most of my time. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how I use my Google Calendar, then let me know. But that's mostly how I organize my time on a day-by-day basis and how I stay organized with so many things going on. And now I also use manifesting to organize what I want to accomplish, but mostly it's just writing down things I want to get done during a certain time interval. So think of it as like a to-do list, but more long-term. So up here I have an example. This was stuck on that little collage I had over my bed for a while. I almost forgot about it, but this is the things I want to accomplish from 2024 of November to end of 2025. It's very similar with the things I kept reiterating in my earlier videos back during January when I first started my channel, because it's because I had a very clear understanding of what I need to get done, things I want to accomplish. So for example, it says, get all A's in every quarter, build close relationships with teachers, study for my AP classes, things like that. And so I wrote one for what I'm going to do during the summer, things I want to accomplish from June to the end of August. And that's pretty much all the time I have for summer. Speaking of summer, tomorrow is going to be my last day of school. It's only a half day and I don't expect a lot of people to be there because lots of people have summer programs, people are going to be traveling, things like that. But I'll be there. I'll be at school. And I just want to say, I actually highly recommend writing down your goals like this. I feel like it's more of something psychological where you understand what you need to get done, and so you kind of either unconsciously or in your subconscious work towards it. And so I would say that most of the things on here I was able to accomplish and are in progress to some extent. And so if you're looking for a way to make sure you really stay on top of things, then I would recommend doing this. And I thought that it'd be kind of cool if we went back to my January video to see all the things I want to get done during my second semester of the school year. And I don't remember everything I said I want to accomplish because it's kind of been 5 months. But I do want to say that I got the majority things, the important things. So I ended with all A's. Yay! And I'd say that I was able to make small talk with my teachers. I don't have any actual late work. I'll explain more in that. And I was able to get closer with my teachers. So it was a pretty great experience. I think that having to say what I needed out loud, having to write kind of a detailed version helped keep myself accountable. And so if you guys want to get some stuff done during the summer, then you should also write things I want to accomplish, set a time frame for it, and just let your brain just let it all out. And what was I gonna say? Oh, the late work thing. So right now I'm doing college applications and I have to fill out a few surveys about information that would help some teachers and my counselor write my recommendation letters. So that's kind of my late work because it was kind of due already, but I'm still working on it because I want these to be as accurate as possible and as well written as possible. So yeah, that's why I'm taking a little extra time on it. I wouldn't consider it late work because it's not really graded. Speaking of college applications, I think I'm probably going to do a series of like me applying to college. I think documenting it would be fun for me to watch back on after I'm done with the entire process, but also kind of cool to like show you guys my experience and take you along on the journey, because it's kind of like nerve-wracking, so it's nice to have some companionship on the way. So maybe I'll film like an episode 1 applying to college series or something like that. But right now I'm not really entirely set on the list of schools I'm applying to. It's going to be like 24-ish. Right now I'm looking at 24. I doubt I'm going to narrow it down, but hopefully I don't overload myself too much. Moving on, I just want to update you guys on how my reading has been going. So some of you guys remember, I was reading Crying in H Mart and I finished it. I feel like this was the perfect time to read Crying in H Mart because it's kind of makes you like reflect, and I know your college personal statement is supposed to be very reflective and personal, and so that book definitely helped to get me into the mindset for that. Speaking of college essays, I'm definitely going to be reading the College Essay Essentials because I've never applied to college before. Nobody in my family's applied to college in the US before, so I'm going to be a pioneer. This is Unexplored Frontier. And of course, my summer coursework. This is for my EP Psych class, Opening Skinner's Box, and so I will be reading this to make sure that I'm prepared for my class next year, and because it's my homework. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you're reading this summer, and if you want me to do my college series, which I might just end up doing anyway. All right, bye guys.